Hello and welcome to another episode of Ulti Canada. This is Mo, and today I'm going to be starting a new segment on my channel. I'm going to call it Tech Devil, and pretty much because with this segment, as you guys can tell, I'm not sponsored, so everything I say is what I think about in tech. And in this segment, I'm going to be talking about the hottest thing out there, and I'm going to be talking about it from an objective point of view. You know, again, I'm not sponsored, so I don't care what companies think about what I say about their products. What I care about is try to help you guys make a decision when buying a product. That's more important for me. So today, obviously, I'm going to be talking about the new MacBook and MacBook Pro and Apple's new M1 chip. I'm going to get so much heat from this, but it's alright. And off the bat, I know I'm going to get a lot of heat saying this, but I would not recommend buying a product when it first just got released. There's always problems. Wait for Gen 2. That's my bottom line before even seeing anything about the product. I didn't dive deep into the product. I'm going to start right now. But off the bat, I would never recommend buying a product when it first just got released. And this is a big step for Apple. They're moving away from the Intel processors to their ARM architecture. Yeah, let's start. Oh, they're calling it Apple Silicon. I guess that's an official thing now, eh? It's a chip similar to what you get on the iPhone. I guess it's derived from the A14, and they changed it to adapt for MacBooks and iMacs minis. It's a 5 nanometer architecture. It's a big little architecture, so you have 4 big cores, 4 tiny cores. The big cores, they're the high performance ones. The tiny cores, the 4 tiny cores, they're the efficient ones, the power efficient ones, and they work together to give you the optimal power and at the same time the optimal energy consumption. So yeah, it's a 5 nanometer, just like the iPhone and iPad Air. And this time, however, they have 16 billion transistor, which I think they added more transistors compared to the A14 chip. So I don't know. Maybe you can call it A14X, I don't know. And yeah, as expected from Apple keynotes lately, they've been just, giving you information that look fancy, but in reality, even the colors. Look at the Apple one; it's all colorful and nice versus the latest PC laptop chip, which nobody knows what's that. It might be into Celeron. Even the graph, nobody knows the scale. They don't give us the scale. They don't give us any information. It should just give you like power consumption versus performance, and the rest is on you. Latest PC laptop chip. What is that? What's the latest PC laptop chip? It might be Intel Celeron. Who knows? Yeah, let's keep going. I don't like the idea that they keep talking about performance per energy or performance per watt. That doesn't tell you much. This is like a car company coming out and saying, we make the fastest car. Actually, I have an idea. I'll be back.
Today, we gladly announce the fastest car in the world.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Can you tell us more about it?
It makes the highest power per mpg.
And how fast can it go?
Yes.
0 to 60?
Yes.
Horsepower?
Yes.
Torque?
Yes.
Okay, Daniel Bryan, you're kinda useless.
And that's pretty much how Apple's doing.
Typically, PCs can't achieve this balance with integrated graphics. To get great graphics performance, they have to use a discrete chip which consumes a lot of power. M1 is different. With its integrated graphics,
and here goes the dreams of every Apple fan to have a proper gaming Mac. You can kiss those dreams goodbye. I guess you can still play Angry Birds, right? Angry Birds is still a thing, right? Okay, so pretty much there is no software support, professional software support, when it first comes out. Even Photoshop is not available till 2021. Yeah, so that's why I tell you guys, don't buy a new product when it's first released. Let somebody else test it. Don't be their guinea pig. It's really nice that they're letting you use the iOS and iPadOS apps on the new MacBooks. This is kind of like how Google's been doing with their Chrome OS. You can download Android apps on that. So I guess we can call it the MacBook Chrome? The MacBook Chrome edition. With the MacBook Air, it's fanless, which is nice. However, we all know, anybody who follows tech or even remotely knows that previous gen MacBook Air, it had a fan, but the fan wasn't connected to anything. It wasn't connected to the heatsink or any heat pipe, so it was there just to blow air, really. So with the MacBook Pro, well, let me do the Pro thing, because I'm not seeing where the Pro part is right there. So the MacBook Pro has maximum 16 gigabytes of RAM. Whew, that's so low, man. How is this a Pro? Every engineering software I use, they tell you the minimum is 16 and they recommend 32. So I don't know how this is Pro. And now people are going to go, oh, you could do Final Cut. Buddy, being a professional doesn't mean you do videos and whatnot. Professional, they are engineer professional, they are medicine people, they are professional. So just because it's run Final Cut doesn't make it a Pro. Especially Final Cut is an Apple product, so obviously they're going to make it work on their MacBook Pros. But for me, when I'm looking at only 16 gigabytes of RAM max, I don't think I can use it with any of the software I use for work as an engineer. AutoCAD will probably be like dog slow. And I don't know actually if it's going to run on an ARM architecture. We're going to count on Rosetta. Even if you want to add an external GPU, you cannot do that. So the bottom line, I would say wait a bit before you jump in and purchase it. There's still lots of software that's not supported yet, unless you're counting on Rosetta and how well it's going to work. But for me, I would still wait. If you know me, I'm not the kind of person who would run away and buy first thing, because always first gen product or the first batch of a product will have tons of issues. And that's why I'm the kind of person who likes to wait. See how a product will work out and then decide whether it's worth spending money on it or not. In the end, you never know. This is a new thing. This is a new chip, new software. Even the software, the new Mac OS is not the same Mac OS that's found on the Intel-based MacBooks, because it needs to be an ARM-based software that's compatible with the ARM architecture, not the x86 software that's found on the Intel models. So in the end, I would wait and see how it goes. If Apple is successful, that's amazing. Go for it afterwards. But if they fail, you don't want to be stuck in a software that's not really ideal to use. In the end, you never know how the future is going to be. You never know how real performance data is going to be. So yeah, with this, I'm going to wrap up my first impression of what happened with the new MacBook Pros. And by the way, I'm expecting to get a lot of heat, but it's alright. It's for the consumer. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is going to be the first episode of a series I'm going to call Tech Devil, where I grab the hottest topic in the tech world and discuss it in the most objective possible way that I can. And with this, I'm going to conclude my video. This has been Mo from All Tech Canada. Stay safe. Have fun.